On this episode of the KD Sports Talk, I mean, there's things going on.
We definitely have more this week than we did last.
Yeah, Julian Edelman, his contract got terminated, which means and then he retired shortly thereafter.
It was planned that he was going to retire.
Had to be.
I wonder if Patriots did him a solid with that failed physical.
So there was a tweet about this, I think from Rap Sheet, but so according to Rap Sheet, in the new CBA, there is this the injury, what's it called? Something about the injury clause.
You don't need to know the name.
Yeah. It's something about the injury clause. But if he is if he has a failed physical because of any reason, and then he retires after that, according to the CBA, he can collect $2 million. So I 100% agree that the Patriots threw him a fucking favor just so he could collect an extra $2 million. Which, why would you not?
Why would you? I mean, for him, for what he's done, with the Patriots, that's easy.
Yeah, for sure. And we're just gonna do this now because everybody else is doing it, and I think it's not early because it is his career. He might come back. He might pull a Gronk and take a year off or so and just heal up, and then just go down to the Bucks and get a ring. Which I think that was my first thought. My first thought was, he'll be retired for about 3 months, and he'll just magically be okay and go down to the Bucks.
Yeah.
But is he a Hall of Famer?
Nope, I don't think so, and I'll tell you why.
You go right ahead.
Here's my argument with that.
Okay.
Who just got into the Hall of Fame, first ballot, Calvin Johnson. He didn't even win a playoff game, let alone multiple Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
That is true.
So he got in on his own merit. So if we're taking Julian Edelman on his own merits, he never once, in my opinion, was top 5 in the NFL for wide receiver. Calvin Johnson, every single year, was top 5, most times the best in the league. Yeah. His stats, for Hall of Fame, I mean, maybe this is a Lions fan talking here, but to always pull out Super Bowl, that doesn't necessarily, to me, that doesn't. How did that person do? Was he dominant? Yeah. Was he awesome? Yeah, you don't have a career like this for that long in the NFL,
right?
And you're shit. I don't want to make people think that I'm insulting him. I'm not. Hall of Fame, I don't agree.
So, there's a term for this, and I can't remember exactly what it is. Oh, Hall of Great. So there's Hall of Fame, and then there's the Hall of Great.
For sure. If there was a Hall of Great, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was fantastic, and he has some of the coolest catches in Super Bowl history, honestly.
I mean, that beard is Hall of Fame worthy just off its own merit. I love his beard. So I disagree with you. I'm not saying he is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be hard to push. There's going to be.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying, I was just going off team success, versus personal success. Right. And that was the big one for me. Okay.
So going with the whole team success over personal success. Excuse me. He doesn't have 1,000 catches. but he, like you said, Super Bowls. He did win 3 Super Bowls, and he
Yeah.
was 2018 Super Bowl MVP. On top of all of that, just in the playoffs alone, all the postseason, he has 1,442 yards, and that is second most all time, behind only Jerry Rice. That is a huge stat. I mean, for a slot receiver, 7th round, should have been in the league for 3 years.
Seventh round makes a really good case for him.
Yeah. So, and I agree. I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No.
I think what they should do, just well, maybe not. I was gonna say what they should do is they should wait until Tom Brady is retired.
No, he's got a year on it. He should get in before Brady.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. They should just make him wait until Brady is in, so they put him all together. Because without Brady, he's not Edelman. I'll just put it that way. I won't compare him to anybody. I won't say anything terrible about him. But he is not the same player without Tom Brady there.
For sure.
I think he goes. I really do. I mean, and I'm not gonna say I think he goes 30 years from now, like as one of the fucking, those they give out Hall of Fame spots to people you've never heard of before for doing random shit.
That's true. I mean,
I don't think it'll be like
when
that.
when I first started getting into football, like hard, hard in the football, and started paying attention, I was getting these Hall of Fame people, and I was just like, who the fuck is this? And my stepdad was like, yeah, he played in the 60s and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Jesus, man, who the fuck is this guy? Not just because of my limited knowledge.
Too. You weren't there for that shit.
Absolutely. So I can see one day someone's like, Julian Edelman got in, and like your kids go, who's Julian Edelman? You're like, dude, let me tell you a story. He was a monster.
He is a scrappy little monster.
Yeah.
I
can see that. I mean, I can see him getting it eventually, and I think it's going to be not for the new players. It's going to be when he qualifies for like that, that different bracket where it's like old players.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't want it to be like that. Like I don't want to be first ballot. That's reserved, man. Like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, and I mean, I think Drew Brees, but a lot of people don't apparently.
First ballot.
Yeah, first ballot. He wanted. I think
so.
He was.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, he was top of the passing stats every year. It's just hard for me to say, nah, I'm good. He can go second or third ballot. That's just.
I think his significance will help him as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What he did for New Orleans,
New Orleans. Yeah. I 100% agree. I think that he's going to, if not,
that might also help.
Yeah. If not for his own stats for that, for sure.
Because you know how the Hall of Fame process works, right? A beat writer writes a report as to why that athlete should get in.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
What is this, baseball?
Yeah. So for the Lions, I follow the reporter that wrote gave the presentation or whatever you want to call it for Calvin Johnson that got him in.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, well, good job. Good work. You got him in first ballot. He's like, are you kidding me? It was easy on this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for him, that's probably going to be the easiest paper he ever writes.
One of them. Yeah. Besides the guy that wrote for Barry Sanders, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. But again, it's once in a generation for you guys. Okay. So
I know, and we waste them all.
Right. Poor Barry Sanders. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So we're going to play a little what if scenario. Actually, I'm not even 1,000% prepared to play this what if scenario. Give me 2 seconds.
What are you doing, man?
I know. Bring
up another topic while you're doing that shit.
So let's see here. Let's just do it. Dak Prescott, his new video came out, his training video.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we should play it on the pod. I mean, we can if you
I
want.
I don't know whose material it is, so I don't want
I
to use
mean,
it.
who
Um,
the link I have is from the person who posted the video, so they would be credited in that, in the video, but it's not important. So he's throwing quick bubble screens to a wide receiver in a practice facility in Texas. Um, I'm happy to see him throwing. I'm happy that he is progressing in his rehab and he's able to get to this next step. I can't wait to see him running full plays. Um, just because I don't like the Cowboys like at all,
nope.
but I like Dak Prescott. He seems like a really good guy. He is I don't know, like he just seems I don't
Well,
I
I
want
mean,
I want to say
take it.
I want to say something nice about his play.
Yeah, I'll give you
Hard for
it.
me.
I was about to. Here it is. The difference between when Dak Prescott was playing and when he wasn't. Now, I'm not
There
saying
you
the
go.
Cowboys were a good team, but I'm saying that his play hid so much that you were like, the Cowboys are whatever. They're going to be mediocre. And then he went down and the team just absolutely went to shit. Whether it was his leadership, whether it was his legitimate play,
Right.
um, whatever the case may be, I mean, it stands alone that it
Yeah,
wasn't.
the Dallas Cowboys are definitely a shit team without Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
I even with
they're not they're not that great.
they're not that great. Without, they're a shit team.
Yeah, and I thought take it from someone who hasn't thrown a ball since like college. I thought his throwing was very weird. It didn't like it looked like he
Yeah,
wasn't straight up. It was like side.
yeah,
Like it was
and
like angled a little bit. Maybe that was the angle he had to. That's how much I don't know. I'm talking
yeah,
about some weird shit that I noticed real quick.
you're not really looking at the quarterback
Right.
when you're running the football all the time,
But
right?
at the same time, the ball was getting there. So who the fuck cares how he got it there?
Right, and I'm not going to talk about his arm. I
Yeah.
mean, we could probably go back and look at game film and look at him throwing bubble screens. He might just throw bubble screens like that just to
Right.
make sure that the ball doesn't float on him. He might try to keep it down a little bit further so that the ball doesn't float.
Yeah. Could be.
Um, I I didn't like his. I don't know. I was watching his feet. That's what I was watching the whole time, and I don't know if he wasn't planting or if it was just because he was shifting his hip so fast that he like trying to get it out fast and he
Oh,
just
like
wasn't
his
getting.
workout,
Yeah, like his.
like his pregame workout. Everyone
But
wanted to make
he
fun
was
of.
trying to do that so fast that he just wasn't getting his feet planted. I don't know exactly what it was. It just didn't look like he was putting much pressure on those feet. So that's just something to watch. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad he's out there throwing again. Um, yeah, yeah, I hope he comes. I'm thinking he's coming back. I think he'll be back just as good as ever. I think he's got something to prove now that he's got his new contract as well. So we'll see. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm prepared. Now I'm a good podcaster. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game of what if. Okay. Trevor Lawrence goes number one. Obviously, everyone knows that. Zach Wilson goes number two. It doesn't matter, 3 or 4. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Either San Francisco's taking Mac Jones or they're taking Justin Fields. Recently, I've heard, there's a lot of talk of Justin Fields over Mac Jones now, but again, it's all bullshit.
Who
Literally,
knows?
yeah, literally, it's all bullshit. It is just someone putting information out there to push a narrative that they want to push.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. There's going to be 3 quarterbacks, top 3. Okay. Atlanta is open to trading away their pick. Okay, at 4. How just how do you think, let's say the Washington football team goes up to number 4 to get Trey Lance?
They gotta go all the way up to 4.
To 4. How do you think they pull this
You
off?
don't think that they can wait for the Lions, so the Lions can get some more?
Okay. Well, I
Um,
mean, we could play
so
that. I mean,
four
so
four would be. I mean, you're jumping from 4 to 19, which is what
yeah,
their first pick is.
yeah, they're at 19, so they're trying to go from 19 to 4. Obviously, they're swapping. Okay, that's just gonna have to be how it goes.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to get a first for next year.
So that's
Probably
what I'm
get a
asking. That's what I'm
probably get
asking.
a. You'll probably get two 2 to 3 picks this year, and 2 picks next year minimum.
So yeah, I was giving it a little bit of thought. It's definitely swapping, duh, but it's also a first. I think would have to be, if I was Atlanta, to make it worth it, I would have to get this, the 19th pick, whatever Washington's first round pick next year is,
Yeah.
and then at least um a mid round pick this year, a mid round pick next year. Um
Mid
and
round, as in what rounds?
as in 3.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
say
was thinking
2.
third.
I don't want to say 2. I don't think Washington would give up if they're giving up their first round pick next year. I don't think they're trying to give up their second round pick as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say either 3 or 4 for both years. But I think it goes 3 deep. I think that if Washington does this, they probably would have to give up a third or another first round pick.
I mean, that's very potentially. And then you have to make sure that that's the one you want. But you think Trey
Yeah.
Lance is the guy?
Okay, so I don't know if they would jump to 4 for Trey Lance.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
Seven
that's high.
o'clock. 7 seems to be the sweet spot there.
So yeah, so I'm just saying, I'm like 4 is like the very first pick where it's iffy. Like obviously San Francisco moved up to 3, so they're not going anywhere. If the Jets, well, I was gonna say if the Jets were gonna move, or if they wanted to move, they wouldn't have traded. I already forgot his name. Doesn't Sam Darnold? They wouldn't have moved Sam Darnold if they wanted to move out of the number 2 spot. They also would have done that way back when, when they could have gotten actually something for Sam Darnold instead of legitimate garbage. And then obviously, so 4 is the first question mark.
I mean, if they for some reason have an inkling that the Lions aren't going to take a quarterback, uh, they could wait until after Carolina as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I said, it's quarterbacks and then Atlanta. And I think we've talked about this several times, but I don't think Atlanta is taking a quarterback. There are several, and I mean several,
Issues, holes on the team.
well,
They have
yeah,
a lot
issues
of
and holes, but
yeah.
I'm talking like there are plenty of mock drafts out there saying that they are taking Trey Lance,
Yeah.
but Atlanta is taking Trey Lance. But again, I think it's bullshit. I think everything that you read and see right now is just all bullshit, and it is all just to push a narrative. And if everybody thinks that Atlanta is going to take Trey Lance, guess who's going to talk to Atlanta? Everybody who wants to get Trey Lance,
Yeah.
because they're afraid that they're going to pick him. So now Atlanta is, making their pick more valuable, even though it is the most valuable of it, like the most valuable available pick out there right now. They're just adding more to it.
Yep.
So
Lions did a good job. I mean, everyone's like, "Are you picking a quarterback this year?" And they go, "We are doing our we're doing our research on the quarterbacks because when you pick this high, you have to."
yeah. So okay, I don't know if you saw the video. I thought it was hilarious. I tweeted it out. I actually just quote tweeted it, but Mark Schlereth is a fucking savage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the video?
I don't believe so. What we
Okay,
got?
so obviously, well, not obviously, but Mark Schlereth was on the Pat McAfee show last Friday, I believe. And he's talking about the Jets and he's calling them what they are, a terribly ran organization.
Yeah.
That is what they are. I know that we are very small and we probably don't have anybody who is a Jets fan watching this show. But if in the future, if you ever see this and you're a Jets fan, know that I think that your team and your organization is garbage. It's ran by garbage people and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
My sister could probably run the organization better than you. Just how it is. Anyways, um, that's what he was saying. He was saying they're garbage. He was and that if Zach Wilson goes there, he's not going to do anything. You could have Trevor Lawrence. You could put Trevor Lawrence on the Jets, and he would spin out. Like he would.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Because it is
that's the narrative
Jets.
for a lot of places you look at. You got Houston, who's gonna have has a toxic building and everything. You got the Jets. You had the Detroit Lions. There's a reason we were so bad. I mean, the building was just awful.
Yeah, and the Browns were the same way. And what happened is that we started from the inside. Obviously, our owners are the same, and that's okay because now we have a good GM and a good head coach and good coordinators. And the Detroit Lions are doing the same thing. They've got a good GM now. They've got a good head coach. They got good coordinators. We'll see how that all works out.
Well, you got good coaches and GMs and coordinators.
Correct. But that fixes
based off personality.
Yeah,
we're gonna see if they're good coaches.
Yeah. It looks like it all fits. It looks like they're all working together as a team really well. And we'll just see how it works out.
Can we talk a little bit about an MCDC?
Can I finish real fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stink, Mark Schlereth he was saying that Zach Wilson is just pretty much just going to sputter out because the organization isn't going to do what it needs to do to put the weapons and the protection around him to make him flourish. It pissed off Jet fans to no end. So what Mark Schlereth did is he put on his game worn from the AFC Championship Denver Broncos helmet, and then he put on his 3 Super Bowl rings. Okay, and he played a Super Bowl against the Jets. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he had 3 rings on, right? He had the Super Bowl ring against the Jets on his middle finger. And he was talking about the Super Bowl. He's like, well, it wasn't this Super Bowl, right? It wasn't this one. And it wasn't this Super Bowl. It was this one. And he looked at the camera and was like, this is like...
I think it's just tradition.
I don't get it. I guess tradition is the best way to put that too. Is just, I don't know, man. Like I don't know how you can come at somebody like when every reporter was saying, especially in the 0-16 season, when every reporter was saying like we were the worst organization in the NFL. You have to agree with them. Like you can't say no, man. We're the best. We're just in a down year right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that shit. You have to say, yeah, you're right. But guess what? It's still my team.
I love that we're still like the Lions are projected 5 wins this season. And I'm still over here like, dude, Jets suck.
Jets suck.
So I'm excited about that. That's nice. I always like to have teams under.
Yeah. For me, it's I don't even look at the projections. Good Lord, talk. Because especially in the AFC North, like I have 4 hard games every year, and then I play the Bengals, so like I mean I with the 17 game season, I mean it is very possible that we could go 13-4.
Yeah,
but I mean you don't want to think like that because I don't know, especially actually, you know what, with the Steelers this year, it might just be we might go 15-2. I don't know about the Baltimore Ravens. They're a tough get, and I hope we beat them. I hope we get our shit together against them, but they're a hard get. Okay, let's get off there. So talking about the draft still, there are, like I said, there's a lot of people still talking that Mac Jones is going to be picked by the 49ers. I don't believe it. I think it's Justin Fields. He is just better for the offense. Kyle Shanahan is going to be at the pro day, the second pro day for Justin Fields at Ohio State. I think that when they moved up to 3, I think they knew who they were getting, but they were trying to play their cards just in case. Like they
know who they're getting.
Yeah, they just don't want anybody else to know who they're getting.
You don't move up that early if you don't.
That early and in that position, you know what I mean? Like you're not moving to 6 or 7 because they might be there. That you're going to 3 where we're 1 and 2 who they're picking. Yep. So you get your pick of the litter there. So Jordan Palmer is Jesse Palmer's younger brother.
Yeah.
Runs a quarterback camp that Justin Fields has attended. According to Jordan Palmer, Justin Fields is the second best quarterback in this draft, but he is the best athlete in this whole entire draft.
I can see it.
He said that in the interview, he was saying that Justin Fields, not just Justin Fields, but quarterbacks in general, it's usually one of 2 things. They're usually very intelligent, or they've been exposed to great QB development. And in Justin Fields, in his situation, he is both. And there's not a lot of guys who are both. So I want to get everybody off of this whole Mac Jones thing.
Dude, you want to get everyone off of anything that isn't Justin Fields is going to be
I do.
great.
Okay, listen, if this was a normal draft.
I mean, look what you're wearing.
Yeah, look what I'm wearing. I can't. I'm not standing up right now.
That's fine. You're good. Obviously. It says Buckeyes on your left too.
Yeah. It does. But damn it, dude, you made me lose my train of thought. Okay, if this was a normal draft, if this was still the Texans or the Dolphins at this pick, please pick Mac Jones. Like, get the fuck away from Fields, right? But this is a rare opportunity for a top draft level talented guy to be picked up by a ready to go team. This is the San Francisco 49ers are not we're rebuilding for like the 5th year or nothing like that. They are a god honest good team who was just had a bad year because of COVID and opt-outs and injuries. So when they come back this year, they're going to be great. And I think they get to the playoffs. Even with Jimmy G, I think they get to the playoffs. But I think if I can have in my lifetime, if I can have one OSU quarterback actually do something in the NFL, I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
And I think this is the best opportunity for that to happen.
Let me tell you this though. I understand that everyone's going to have Trevor Lawrence number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would really hate if that was my quarterback, the face of my franchise.
The face.
That's exactly the point. Yes. Dude, he looks like he needs beat up, but he's fantastic.
It looks like if you try to beat him up, someone's going to beat you up for beating up a girl.
Yeah.
That's
strong.
I mean, he is. Dude, you saw the pictures. There's a girl on TikTok that looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
And it's not even his sister.
Let's see. What do we got here? You wanna stroke a little bit of Baker Mayfield here?
I do. Okay. So this is not even me just like stroking the Browns or anything like that. This is literally just me. I actually looked this up. This is actually true. Like this is I couldn't believe this. There have been 14 quarterbacks drafted in the top 5 top 5 picks between 2009 and 2018, Baker Mayfield is the only one who is still on the team that selected him.
You know that they were able to go back to 2009 because of Stafford this year, right?
Stafford, yes. Yes.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to go back as far.
No. Well, no. No. That's true. But well, actually, I think 2008 it's Matt Ryan. And 2009 is when Stafford got drafted, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
First overall. Ever since then, I mean, when the Lions got him, he was a chubby young kid.
He was
No, he was, dude,
from Georgia.
Yes,
I know.
Look at his face when he first came. And then he, I mean, then the Lions got him all trimmed up and looking good, set him off, and then I don't know what the Rams did, but now he's looking a little back to his
You're fucking
self.
ridiculous with this whole thing. Okay.
But dude, okay, so Baker, so 14 quarterbacks were drafted, and Baker's the only one who remains on the team.
Only one. Okay, so this is my next topic that I want to talk about. This is my jumping off point for this.
All right.
Okay. There are quarterbacks that were drafted, not even 5, like from 10 to 20, right? Even to the end of the first round. There are a lot of these guys that are either still with the team that drafted them, or they're doing really well in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers dropped to 26th or something like that, if I remember correctly, in 2009. He dropped. He was in the green room for a very long time, right?
Yeah, I know, it was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, but there's these guys that were all drafted, mid to late first round, even like later in, like Dak Prescott, 3rd round,
24th overall.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I was close. So my question to you, because we went through this, and yes, I know that the Browns picked Baker Mayfield 1st overall. So I'm not saying that we do this. We needed to do this too, didn't need to do this. But if you are the GM, head coach, whatever of a team, and you have an okay quarterback, let's say just Jacksonville, you got Minshew right now. Whatever, he's more of a show.
Goddamn,
he's looking like a sexy ass cowboy.
He's looking like a
sexy ass cowboy.
Piece.
Yeah, he is a piece. But those pictures were
fucking ridiculous.
Those pictures were ridiculous.
He looks so bad, and then girls were just swooning.
Oh yeah, they were loving every second of it, which just makes more guys want to get mullets. Like, stop it. Okay. So, anyways, if you are the GM of a team, let's say of Detroit, and you are given a leash of 5 years, right? To rebuild the team and get what you need or get what you want and make it well. Do you take the quarterback 1st, 2nd, top 5, right? And then try to build the team around him? Or do you build the team and then you get the quarterback later?
Okay, so it depends why you have that top 5 pick. Do you have that top 5 pick because the team was bad? Because
yes,
your previous
you're in a rebuilding state. You are the brand new GM of the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are in a rebuilding state. Literally anybody is on the table to move. Everything is good to go. You clean out house and the office, everything. This is your team. You're rebuilding.
You get a serviceable quarterback and you build the team around him.
Thank you. Well, I know that we got Baker Mayfield 1st overall. Way back in 2009, the Detroit Lions did the exact same thing. Okay. We won a playoff game with Baker Mayfield. Okay. The Detroit Lions had fucking Matt Stafford since 2009 and didn't win a playoff game.
Yeah, Kenny, we know.
Okay. You build the team. He even had Megatron. Like, I just don't get how I'm sorry. I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, but
Like,
it was bad. You have to have the team or have the ability to do so.
right. And that's what I'm
Our
saying.
draft
Like,
picks were bad.
yes.
Know what I mean? We were bad through the draft. So yes, if you got the number one overall pick, you pick a franchise quarterback. If you got the top three, you pick a quarterback. If
Do
you
you
need it, if
though?
you can.
See, okay,
Um,
listen. This is my thing. Okay, let's say yes. Like this year is obviously a freak of nature. It is possible that the first 4 picks could all be quarterbacks. I don't think that's ever happened. But like if there's like a like Sewell, like if he's there, he's a generational talent at line. He could literally go to any team and make that line better and give instant protection to your quarterback. If your quarterback gets an extra half a second, even a full second because of him, he makes better plays, even
but
if
you
he's a
have to have
middle
a
quarterback.
serviceable quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. If you
What
have,
if you
that's what I'm
don't?
saying. I
Like,
was making fun of
I
Minshew, but
love
like if
Minshew.
you
Yeah, I love Minshew, but I don't think he's serviceable.
okay, so you go out.
So
That's
they
what
have to.
you get a veteran wide, or you get a veteran quarterback. Then you go out and get a veteran
Yep,
quarterback.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Don't I mean
you
yeah
make sure that you
on
have a serviceable quarterback, and then
eh,
build a team around him, and then worry about quarterback later.
or you just you get your guys like you get your defense right, you get your line right, you get your wide receivers right. I don't ever want to hear anybody ever take a running back in the top 10 ever again. Not in this NFL.
Well, I'll tell you what. The the GM the Lions have is one guy that probably would.
Dude, I mean it
I don't
is
think he's going to, like, he definitely won't this year.
not
But
this
you know what I
year,
mean.
yeah. But
He definitely values, like, he's like a top second rounder guy.
yeah. I I I'm of the belief that a middle of the pack quarterback can become a top 15, top 10 quarterback with a great line and some good weapons around him. If he is given time and he is given weapons, obviously the playbook has to be manipulated to his strengths to make him look better. But I think that he could be serviceable. And then once you get your team right, like yeah, you might not go, you know, whatever it is now, 13-4, 12-5, or whatever with a middling quarterback, but you go 10-7, you might go 11-6.
Well,
And
okay,
then
let's take the San Francisco 49ers. If you don't believe, like, if they actually believe Jimmy G is a serviceable quarterback but not a top tier quarterback,
mhm,
they have a beautiful team around them. They're going 12-4.
that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying. That's my point.
Yeah.
That is my exact point. And now that they did what they wanted to do, they got the team around them. They have
But they traded for him. They didn't pick him,
right, and that's
which still goes with me. I'm still,
yeah,
like, I'm on the same page as you. I agree
yeah,
with you. You just have to make sure that you have a serviceable quarterback.
yeah.
Jaguars do not.
No, they don't. They don't.
So
And I get that. I'm not saying that the Jags shouldn't pick Justin
yeah.
Lawrence or yeah, or not
No,
Justin Lawrence,
Trevor.
Trevor Lawrence. Good Lord. I got Justin on the mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they shouldn't, because they should. He is I think he's actually a draw for that team. Like, as the Jaguars, you could just say, "Hey, come play with Trevor Lawrence," and people are going to be like, "Okay," you know what I mean. Even though he's a rookie, they're going to be like, "Yeah, that's probably good publicity for me. So let's just do this." And plus, Urban Meyer, he's going to build I think that he is smart enough to build a good team around him. I don't think that he has to build the team, or I don't think he has to build the team and then get the quarterback.
Sure.
Shut up. I don't know. Like, I just like all these guys. Like, it's just, I think the proof is in the pudding, honestly. Like, you get all these terrible teams that
Mm-hmm.
keep picking quarterbacks in the first 5 picks, and they just never pan out. They never do. And you're trading them away. Once their rookie quarterback or once their rookie contract is over, some of them didn't even make it to the end of the rookie contract. But
Yeah.
you're trading them away, and it's just I feel like it's a waste of pick. Like you could get a line like I said, if you're first overall and there's a quarterback there and you need a quarterback, take the quarterback. But if you're like 3-4, get the lineman, get the defensive player, get the wide receiver. And as of right now, you don't even get the wide receiver because there's so many freaking wide receivers. You could pick one in the third round that's going to do the same exact thing as the first round.
Yep.
But get those support players, get those good big guys around them, and then get your quarterback and see how your team actually does then.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just, I know that they're the face and they're the general and stuff like that. It's just I don't think that it's how you're going to play this game anymore, and it's going to take a long time for people to understand that.
It will. Yeah, for
sure. Let's talk some signings. Actually, you know what? No, let's since we're talking about Stafford, let's do this first because you brought up this great point, and I cannot believe this is true. And if it is true, it had to have been one of the very first offers for Stafford that was given.
Well, yeah, you got to start somewhere, but
yeah, but I like if I'm the Detroit Lions and I get this offer, I never call this team back. Like there's lowballing and then there's this.
Oh yeah, you leave them on red.
Yeah, you let them know that you saw it, and then you just never call them back. So I don't know where you found this, but we'll just say according to Derek here, in the Broncos offered to trade a first round and a second round pick only for Stafford.
But I don't believe they were in the same year.
And they're not even in the same year. Perfect.
I don't believe so.
Perfect. That is just even more insult to injury. Like,
kind of nail it home for you.
I don't know how thick you have to be to use an English term here. I don't know how fucking retarded. Nope, can't say that.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know how stupid you have to be to think that one, they're going to call you back, but even to entertain the idea of just a first and a second round. I'm pretty sure not only did they trade Goff, but you guys got 2 first rounds.
Yeah.
And something else, right? A third round.
Oh yeah, we got a haul. 2 first rounds, so 2 first rounds, a third round this year, and I can't remember what next year.
I think it was another middle-ish or maybe late round pick, but it doesn't matter.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. I'm looking for I want to make sure that they weren't even in the same year.
Oh, okay. I mean, for me, it's just it's baffling. You know what I mean? Like it makes zero sense to me. We talked about this. Stafford was the #1 overall pick back in 2009. And on a shit team, he was throwing for 3,000 yards consistently. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his first couple of years, he had a little bit of injury problems, and everyone wanted to label him as injury prone, and then he ended up just destroying.
Well, yeah, he's injury prone, but he's so freaking tough that he just plays through them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he played with a broken back. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, who does that?
Yep. He's fucking awesome. He was
until he got fat.
And I'm just saying, man, lay off. Put the bag of chips down.
I'm telling you, man, in California, he's gonna lose weight. There's a lot of vegans out there. He's gonna lose a lot of weight out there. Okay, so this is just insane. Like I said, you as the Detroit Lions, you look at this offer from the Broncos, and then you let them know you saw it, and then you never contact them again. Like this is just insult. Like this is just a big ass insult.
That's the type of like trade offer that like the coaches and the GM, they're all getting hammered at a party.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like,
dude, watch this.
You remember that one time? You remember that one time the Broncos called for staff? That's the type of shit. Like it's going to be brought up every time they're drinking.
Oh yeah. This is definitely something funny to them.
let me stay on the Lions here for a little bit, talking
Yeah,
about
go for it.
MCDC.
Yeah.
The Lions do a their own like little mini series. It's called Inside the Den,
Okay.
and they just did one where Dan Campbell visited uh, a Ford factory,
Okay.
and he ends up like he meets with like some plant managers walking him around, and he's talking to
Right.
him, and
Please tell me he got into the assembly line and just started working.
he drove one of the trucks that, I mean, he
Fresh off the
started it
line.
up for the first time, yeah, and he
Yeah.
drove it off a little bit.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he didn't do anything in the on the assembly line, but yeah, he was walking and he's pointing and
Yeah.
he's talking to people. And here's what I love about Dan Campbell.
I think this is the first thing. This is what I love about Dan Campbell from you. Let's do it.
He shows up and he's got jeans on. That's fine.
Obviously.
He's in jeans. His back pocket is torn. He can't put his wallet in his back pocket. It's going to fall out.
Even better. It's from all of the dip in his back pocket, dude.
Hold on, sir. You beat me to it.
Yes.
Because he stands up and clear as day in his pocket is a dip can.
This guy is amazing.
Yeah. I hate dip. I think it's disgusting. But here it is. He's walking around with a dip can in his pocket and a water bottle in his back left pocket.
He is a man's man. And that's not a water bottle, sir. That is a spit bottle. And you know what?
I thought
if he's
that
a man,
until I saw it slosh. I saw it move a little bit and there was water still in it.
Hey, you know what that means? That motherfucker is swallowing his own spit. He is a man.
So I will tell you this. While watching it, because I casted it over to my TV, I was playing on my phone. I casted it up on my TV.
Yeah.
My wife is like, "Oh my God, he's a big guy." I'm like, "Yeah, he's played in the NFL."
Yeah.
Man, he's so much taller. Yep, but he was a tight end, so they're pretty tall.
They're pretty tall. Yeah.
Look at his shoulders.
Oh my! Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell like he's so much bigger. Like, look at his chin. Like he's got pecs. You can see it through his. I know.
I understand.
He's very fit. Thank you.
He works out. I get it.
Yeah, we got it. I let myself go.
Oh, yeah. You let yourself go. That we'll just leave it at that.
Man, like what the hell,
dude? Hey, man. Hey, she might be a Lions fan now. She might go to the games with you just to see him.
Absolutely not. The one time she went to a game, we got absolutely destroyed by the Cardinals. She's never allowed back. We got destroyed by the Cardinals, and Matthew Stafford got sat in the like he got benched that game.
Oh damn! You know
that's how bad we lost.
Yeah, you know you're getting beat. Then
ain't coming back.
Okay, so let's do a couple things here. Couple off real quick.
Yeah.
The Bucs signed Giovanni Bernard to a 1-year deal. I don't understand the pick, especially since it was reported. The signing. Yeah. Especially since it was especially since Tom Brady and Bruce Arians both were recruiting him. Like they were.
I'm drawing a blank on the Patriots running back.
James White.
James White, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Before he signed back with the Patriots. Mm-hmm. He was talking about it. So apparently they want to back out of the backfield like a receiving threat.
Oh yeah. And so Giovanni Bernard is great for that. He is definitely a situational guy. He's not going to be what the Bengals were using him for as an all down back, but he is a good catching threat out of the backfield. My point with it is that they've got Lombardi Lenny, and they have what's their second running back's name? Ronald Jones. Thank you. They have them. I feel like
Jones, what it is just like the rich get richer type of thing. It's just another toy. It's another thing that teams have to worry about.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But my thing with him is that with Lenny and with the other one, because I already forgot his name, like you have your dual back there, And kind of like with the Browns, how we have Chubb and Hunt, you have your dual backs, and they could get the job done with the two of them. But when you bring in Bernard, like once you bring him into the game, you know what you're looking for with him. Like you're gonna have somebody on him. Like,
well, he's going to be on passing downs regardless. So he's going to be his job is going to be to block and to be a back out of the backfield for
right,
passing.
and that's what I mean.
So,
like you know what's gonna happen as soon as he comes in because they're not running it with him.
but
I
they
mean,
do that.
They
They do
might.
that all the time.
They might, but I just I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the pick. I think that what they had with their running backs already was good enough. But it's the Bucks, and like you said, it's the rich getting richer, so
yeah,
it's fine. James Conner is signed to a 1-year contract with the Cardinals.
that's a good one. That's going to be
I think so too.
good 1-2 punch.
Yeah, with Chase Edmonds,
James Conner, it's proven that he can't be the feature.
He can't be all every
so,
down back.
So a 1-2 punch, that's going to be great for them.
I agree.
All right, are we getting to the not for Derek part?
No, not yet.
Okay.
The not for Derek part is in a minute.
All right.
So and talking about more signings, Javion Clowney was with the Browns on Monday. It is Tuesday night as we're recording this.
Yeah, he's not signed.
He is not signed yet. There are reports that he is coming back to the building on Wednesday. So by the time that this comes out, he might be signed. But as of recording, he is not signed yet. If the Browns do sign Clowney, Super Bowl. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like
if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, with all of the additions that we put onto our defense this year, our secondary is better. Our linebackers are better. Our line didn't need to be better, is about to be better. Okay. And our offense is already our offense, so we're going to be great there. I know it's a lot saying Super Bowl. And every year before the season starts, I always say the Browns are going to the Super Bowl anyways. So, but I want an AFC championship, like at least to play in the game. I think that is not only do we win the division because the Pittsburgh Steelers suck. Baltimore, we might go 1-1 against them, but we're definitely going to beat down on the fucking Bengals. There's another shit organization ran like fucking garbage. Because never mind, I'm not even going to get into it. They're just garbage. If they don't take Sewell, they're fucking stupid. But we'll have the division locked down. I think that getting to the AFC Championship game is nothing, is nothing too much. There's not too much to ask for. I think we'll see the Chiefs. If we don't see the Chiefs in the division, I don't think we'll see them in the divisional round. But
how about this?
Okay.
How about you get to the not for Derek part? You put it on speaker view, and I'll be back.
Okay, I can do that. All righty. So, not for Derek. So just so that Derek doesn't have to listen to this. I feel like I'm in speaker view, and I'm not even the one that is. Yeah, I'm in speaker view. Okay. So Joe Musgrove throws the first no-hitter in Padres history. He is a San Diego boy, grew up in San Diego. This is amazing. I love no-hitters. I know that there's not a lot of guys out there who love defensive games in baseball anymore. I don't even like baseball that much. Going to games are amazing. But throwing a no-hitter is pretty awesome. And to be able to throw a no-hitter in the first no-hitter for the Padres is pretty spectacular. Hideki Matsuyama wins the Masters. This is another thing that Derek doesn't care about, obviously. He is the first Japanese born player to win the Masters. He's a little shaky there at the end. I thought we were gonna have to go to a playoff. But it's amazing. I mean, he did great. Got that final putt down 1 by 1 stroke. And then to top it all off, his caddy putting the flag back in the hole and then bowing to the course, that was fantastic. Um, outside of him just winning, the Masters was, I don't know, it was kind of dull this year. I know that there is a respect and a maturity to the game of golf. It's just a little boring, I guess. I kind of, as much as I don't like DeChambeau, I kind of need more guys like him to give more energy to the game and to sit there and just fucking smash bombs and just do great stuff like that. But it's still a great thing. Hideki Matsuyama winning the Masters is great. I'm happy for him. It's awesome. Moving on, more baseball. The Indians swept the Tigers this weekend. Let's go. I mean, yeah, we're like, I don't even know. We are 5-4, first in the Central. We're 4-1 at home, but only 1-3 away. We got to get those away games down. My wife would be pretty mad at me if I don't talk about the Cincinnati Reds real fast. The Cincinnati Reds are now 7-3. I have a buddy who is on ESPN radio down in Dayton. He is very critical of the Reds, and he is praising them because they are 7-3, and their point differential right now is +23, which is insane. It is. I mean, that is crazy. I think their average score is it's like 9.5 runs per game, which is outrageous. I hope they keep it up. Honestly, I'll never be mad about an Ohio team, winning, but it's great that they're going.
I love missing out on that. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. You can just go ahead and we can just go ahead and not have Derek in those not for Derek spots anymore.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
I was talking about the Indians just sweeping the Reds, so
yeah,
or not the Reds, but the Indians sweeping the Tigers.
Yeah, I saw that in your notes. That's the only way I knew.
Yeah. Okay, so now that Derek is back, we can do one more thing. And it is to talk about Eddie George being hired as the Tennessee State head coach. This is put perspective on this. Oh, let me get out of speaker view real fast. So to put perspective on this, Deion Sanders, I believe was last year, was hired as Jackson State's head coach. And that is Jackson State is a HBCU. Anyways, okay. Tennessee State is the same. This is the second big name head coaching hire in just as many years. Neither one of them have head coaching experience. Deion Sanders was never a coach before he was the head coach at Jackson State. Eddie George was never a coach before becoming a coach at Tennessee State. Do you think it's good for these schools to have these high profile names being head coaches? Like Deion Sanders has already proven on the recruiting trail that he can do it. As a school that was never really getting high profile, like 4-star players and 5-star players, he is in the conversation with a lot of them now.
So do I think it's good? I do, because like you were saying, I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help the people that couldn't go to the top tiers. If you're going to be at a lower tier,
mm-hmm.
like why would I not go play for Deion Sanders as opposed to going and playing for, like, let's say you're playing for Duke football.
Right. I know.
Why would you not? You know what I mean? Why would you not go to something?
So, I mean, this is just another little part to it. And I know it's because they're playing football in the spring. But every weekend that Jackson State has a game, ESPN is playing it. And I can guarantee you it was never like that before Deion Sanders. And I believe that with Eddie George going to Tennessee State, they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to have more of the, especially like on ESPN Plus and ESPN3 and ESPN2. Like there's
And
a
the
lot of places.
Ocho.
Yeah, and the Ocho, and when the dodgeball league is not in in season.
Exactly. Yeah, you got
it. they have the spots for these. I think the exposure is great.
For those kids, for the school, for sure.
The school. I mean, the money that these schools are getting because of this, the exposure has got to be great, and it's great for them. I kind of wish that they would go out and get a well-known coach instead of a well-known player to be a coach. You understand? Like all you have to do is listen to Deion Sanders for 5 minutes and understand why they picked him. I mean, the guy is just
but you're not gonna like. Let's say you want to get a well-known coach. You're not going to be able to, like Dan or Campbell. Why can't I think of his name?
MCDC?
No. From Iowa State. Like he's not going to go somewhere else.
I see what you're saying.
Like he's not going to go to these smaller schools, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's going to be hard to get a known. So even though he's not a known coach, he's a known celebrity.
And that's what it feels like to me. I feel like they're picking because
you're not going to get
the celebrity.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with them doing
smart.
it.
They'll get money from the boosters. They're gonna get money.
That might just outside. It might just create boosters in general.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits to it. Yeah. Win or lose, all you got to do is be above average.
I agree.
For those coaches, it's probably pretty low expectations there.
Yeah, I would. I don't think that with that.
I think that their competitiveness won't allow them to just settle for above mediocrity. But
no, like Deion Sanders is 100% in this, and he is in this to win. And
so, I'm saying the expectations are low, but at the same time, they're gonna strive, or they're gonna compete to do the best as well. So it could be their start. Could be their start, and then they take over another program and whatever. But
that's let's say in 10 years, Deion Sanders is the head coach at a Division I like perennial school. Like how crazy would that be? Like he gets his chops down in Jackson State,
for sure.
And he starts developing his coaching style, and he let's just say gets the bug, and like he goes from Jackson State. Let's say he goes to like a middle, like a
an Iowa State type of
team.
Like
Iowa State, or you gotta be shitting.
Matt Campbell's his freaking name.
Matt Campbell. There you go.
By the way, Matt Campbell has my old head coach from Bluffton on his staff.
You're kidding me.
No, not at all. He's the linebackers coach. He is like the head of recruitment, and he's killing it. He 2 years ago, I believe, he got the assistant coach. Like he got the top assistant coach award. Yeah. He's killing it, man. He's good at what he does.
The coach.
Yeah. The coach was Tyson Veit is his name. He's good at what he does. He's good at they never had bigger classes in their life at Bluffton than when he was there. I mean, he was just breaking them in like 100 kids.
Right.
And then it would whittle down pretty quick, but yeah.
But at least he had the players.
Got him in.
Yeah, he got him in there. He figured out who was the best, and went from there.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to talk about?
I don't. And now I don't have to sit here and listen to things I don't want to listen to. So.
I know. Yeah, that was
smart.
Perfect. That was smart on your part. Okay, well, that was this episode of the KD Sports Talk. I haven't been saying it a lot. I don't think I said it last episode, but all of our socials are in the description. Also, make sure you like, comment, and share. It helps with the algorithm. Commenting is great. Tell me how stupid I am, please, for the love of God. Just say something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
My brother gets pretty pissed at us because he's like, it's inaccurate. It's blah blah. I'm like, fuck off,
tell him
man.
to fucking tell him to get his ass in here then.
Yeah.
Like Tuesday
Oh,
nights.
he's excited. He's excited for it. For the game day with Jordan. He's excited for that.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that because he is dumb. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
He is like, I'm ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
He's worse for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, anyways, like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you've made it this far, I don't know how, but thank you very much. We appreciate you watching and listening. I'm gonna try to figure out what I need to do to get this stuff into audio only. I think that'll be a lot better as well.
Yeah.
But once we get, I think that'll be a fun time to getting this out onto like iTunes and Spotify and that kind of stuff. I think that'll be a good thing to do. So look out for that. Obviously I'll be posting that. Let me actually shout out our actual Twitters real fast. So the podcast's actual Twitter, or podcast Twitter, is at KD Sports Pod. I'm at Kenny Galvin. He's at stock_Derek. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Talk to us. I'm on Twitter constantly. I'm sharing stupid stuff.
I'll see it for sure. If you try to, I'll see it. So.
If you talk to Derek, he's definitely seeing it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.